Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Takz, here for another Tax Talk. Let's look at something a little different. Shout out to Brian O on Instagram. We got a couple of the choose your weekend ones. We're gonna go into the same ideology we do with the build your collection. So ideal conditions. The servers are down now. Let's pretend for the weekend they're not. If it's a multiplayer game, let's pretend you have 3 other friends to play with. No real objections for you to be able to pick what you're looking for in this situation here. So let's get into it. All right, this first one, looking at it real quick, we're gonna immediately eliminate number 4, which is the Dreamcast. The reason why we're gonna get rid of Dreamcast is because while those games are great by themselves, the other offerings on the other consoles are just a bit more strong. Sonic Adventure 2 is the classic, Jet Set Radio is great, and Ready to Rumble is probably the weakest on this, but again, that was fun for what it was. It's just, I don't think I can get through an entire weekend just playing those, so we're gonna pick something else. We're gonna knock out the GameCube. Double Dash is a classic, but unfortunately, none of my friends play Double Dash with me beyond the character select screen. They don't like the team I pick, and they can't beat me to it, and they can't beat me with it, so it'd be hard to get people to play that game with me. Tony Hawk American Wasteland, I don't know, I heard mixed things about it, but honestly, it just doesn't appeal to me. And NFL Street 2, it was fun, but compared to the other options out there for PlayStation 2 and Xbox, I wouldn't pick this. So going literally 1 out of 3 on GameCube, and yeah, so that's eliminated. So now let's look at 1 and 2. Vice City is a classic. Street 2 is a hood classic. I remember we used to be outside of my neighborhood on our back porch, and we bring the TV out, and then the whole neighborhood will take turns playing Street Volume 2. So, and then Fight for New York, again, is another classic. This is a really strong list for PS2, so I would find it hard to not go with that one. However, on Xbox, we're looking at San Andreas, which again is another classic. Halo 2 is a phenomenal game. Classic, dare I say. I don't even want to overuse that word, but I'm going to. And then SSX Tricky, honestly, I've been dying to play this game again for a while. That's my favorite SSX game, period. And so I think I might edge this to Xbox only because under ideal conditions, not only do I have the opportunity to play Halo 2 online, but I can play Halo 2 split screen with 4 different people, with 4 people. And man, like those days where we used to play Halo 1 and 2 split screen were like just peak. And maybe that's just my childhood, like the nostalgia cloud of my judgment here. Between that and Tricky, I think I'd have a great time, and in San Andreas to round it out. So we're gonna go Xbox on that one. Here's this next one. Right off the bat, we're knocking out Xbox. I'm not interested in Max Payne or Into the Matrix or Driver 3, so that can go. The PS2 one can go, so number 2's out. I'm good on Spider-Man 2, I'm good on Shaolin Monks, and I've never played The Punisher, so that's gone. 3 is a very strong lineup. Sonic Adventure 1, Marvel vs. Capcom 2, and Power Stone 1. The only thing that can make this like super busted is if you turn Power Stone 1 into Power Stone 2. Otherwise, this is a very solid lineup regardless. And then 4, GameCube, we're looking at Mario Sunshine, Sonic Heroes, and Dragon Ball Z Budokai 1. If this were Budokai 3, Budokai 3 was a fun game. Sonic Heroes, while not Sonic Adventure 1 and 2, was still a pretty solid game, and I played the hell out of it on Xbox, so maybe I would make the exception here for that. Hot take, I didn't really like Sunshine. I know there's a lot of people that do. I'm not one of them. We're going to pick Dreamcast in this instance. Marvel vs. Capcom 2 is one of my favorite games of all time, let alone fighting games. And then Sonic Adventure is a solid one. The only thing that could have made this better, again, is by getting Power Stone 2, but Power Stone 1 is still a solid game, so we'll take that. All right, here's the next one. My knee-jerk reaction is we're getting rid of the number 1. PS2's got to go. San Andreas, SOCOM 2, and SmackDown, Here Comes the Pain. Honestly, I can do without for a weekend, so I'm sorry. Number 1 is going to go. Number 3 is going to go as well. By the time Deception came out, I think people were pretty tired of Mortal Kombat. I never played Deception. The last one I played, honestly, was Deadly Alliance. There we go. Halo 2, again, the online, yes, but the online on 360 is better, I'm going to be honest with you. And then 2K5, NFL 2K5, arguably one of the best or the best football game of all time. They even got my man T.O. on it, but nah, I can't do that either. I just think the other offerings I might like a little bit better. So let's go with number 2. We're looking at 360 here. Modern Warfare 2, iconic. Like, the online for Xbox Live is what makes this so much more difficult, especially in the 360 era. Honestly, like, every game online was better on 360 because people had headsets. Like, it was the gulag before the gulag. Gears, I was late to Gears. I didn't play Gears until like Xbox One. Honestly, like, I probably wouldn't end up playing Gears because I'm not that great, but that's still a solid game. And then Grand Theft Auto 4, you can't really get mad at that either. Number 4, which is N64, GoldenEye, certified classic. No one's gonna argue that. Smash, the very first one, again, classic. Some people won't like it compared to like newer titles, but still great game. And then Mario Kart 64. Honestly, I don't like 64 that much. I didn't like it that much as a kid. I think it aged like twerk meat. But honestly, if you get 4 people in the room to play any of those games on there, you're gonna have a great time. And then Mario Kart is a thing, so people play Mario Kart 64, they knock back a few beers, they'll do battle mode or whatever and kind of have fun. So I guess it boils down to, do I want to talk trash in the online lobby, or do I want to talk trash locally with 3 other friends? I like the idea of being able to play with my friends and stuff like that locally, like in the crib. So we're gonna go with 4. We're gonna stick with the N64 on this one. Here's the next one. Right off the bat, PS3 is gone. People have this attachment to Black Ops. I understand. I don't care. Army of 2, never played it. Don't care to play it. And NBA 2K11, I'm good on that too. So PlayStation 3 is gone. This one's actually kind of tough. I really wanted to pick 360 in this situation, but I don't really like Saints Row. And I feel like that one game is the one that kind of sets everything apart from these last 3. The remaining 3 have very strong like catalogs to go with them. To me, I think that Saints Row like a smear on that. Like, I wasn't a fan of Saints Row, and like I'm not like the hugest Grand Theft Auto person either, but I thought, like, I just didn't like Saints Row. So 2 and 3 are gone. Resident Evil 4, Need for Speed Underground, Tony Hawk's Underground 2. Again, this is a killer lineup if I wanted to play games by myself. Number 4, Smash Melee, all time, one of my favorite games of all time. Double Dash, which again, I can't get a group of people to play with me because my team is super busted. And then Simpsons Hit a Run, which is basically Simpsons Crazy Taxi for lack of better words. I'm probably gonna go with 4 on this one, only because like Melee is that strong. I can play Melee for an entire weekend if I have people to play against. And while I can't, I know I'm not gonna get people to play Double Dash with me. I'm not really a big fan of Crazy Taxi, and I never played Hit and Run. That's what it boils down to. The PlayStation 2 catalog is extremely strong, don't get me wrong, but I kind of enjoy multiplayer games, like playing with other people, and I think that's the thing that's going to tip me over here. Underground is a classic, we're never going to deny that, and Resident Evil 4 is a masterpiece, although I think the GameCube version is the most feature-rich one. I could be wrong, so correct me in the comments if you know. Alright, so we're on to the next one. Right off the bat, PS3 is gone, so number 2, Black Ops 2, X-Men Origins, Wolverine, and Max Payne. I'm good, I don't need those. Then we're going to get rid of number 3. Honestly, like, Arkham Asylum is a great game. I don't care about Army of 2 and Halo 3. The lineups for PS2 and GameCube are strong enough where it's like, you can't sell me on an Xbox for a weekend by just playing Halo 3, even if it is online. Like, no, I don't think that's enough. So we're gonna look at 1 for the PS2, Vice City, Need for Speed Underground 2, and Fight for New York. Extremely strong, very strong. And then 4, we're looking at Melee, Double Dash, and Tricky. Wow, that's like the holy trinity for me right there. Like, if I absolutely had to, if these are all different weekends and like can't get the same console twice, then I would go with PS2. In this situation, I would probably double dip and get this GameCube lineup. I love Fight for New York. If you've seen how much I played that on PS2 and on Xbox, like, I played the hell out of that game. And Underground 2, while not as great as 1, is still like a great game. Tricky and Melee alone are great. And then you have Double Dash to kind of round it out. So I'm gonna go with 4 on this one. All right, here's the last one. We're getting 2 up out of here. The PS3 is gone. Last of Us, a great game. I don't want to play that. Arkham City, another good game. Don't want to play that. Unfortunately, Modern Warfare 2 is the thing that kind of messes this up, because while the game was great, it was better on Xbox. Any like Call of Duty, if you look at it on Xbox compared to PlayStation, I'm always going to play Xbox. They had the better online community and everything like that. So PS3 is just kind of out of the running because of that. Then we're going to knock out PS2 here. God of War 2 was great. ATV Autoro Fury, I had a ton of fun with as a kid. And then San Andreas, of course, is a great game. Not looking for that. So now it boils down to 3 and 4. Gears 2, again, I'm not the hugest Gears person. Halo 3, great game. Online made it greater. And then Forza Horizon 2, I actually do remember playing that, and that was pretty fun. Versus Galaxy 2, which is, I believe that's my favorite 3D Mario game ever. Mario Kart Wii is a classic. It's almost like the Melee of Mario Kart. Well, no, that's for another video. Brawl is, I wouldn't say it's my least favorite Smash Bros, but it's not there. Like it's not one of my favorite. I hate to do it to the Wii, but we're gonna go with the Xbox on this one. Halo 3 campaign with 4 people was amazing. The online like team deathmatch or Slayer is amazing as well. Like Tactical Slayer was amazing. You know, that gave me some time to dabble in Gears, and then Forza Horizon 2, I did have fun with that. I know some people are probably going to kill me and saying I probably should have picked the Wii, but honestly, another thing that's kind of swaying me is I picked a lot of Nintendo. So I don't think I gave Xbox the due that it deserved like that. Definitely didn't give PlayStation the due it deserved, unfortunately. If we look at the Wii one for the weekend, I don't think I would get through that. Like, I don't think I would touch Galaxy too much. Like, I wouldn't beat that in the weekend. So I kind of want that experience where I can get in and get out. And that's what Halo 3, Gears, and maybe not so much Forza Horizon will give me that too. So the drop in, drop out aspect, because again, it's just a weekend. So that's where I'm going to go with it. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I know you guys aren't going to agree with this entirely, and that's perfectly fine. Let me know what you guys would have picked. I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.